It is so beautiful. Oh, not England. The Byzantines collapsed. Hello and welcome to another video. Today we are going to see what would happen if Iberia was united. I did a thing to see if Africa was united and they kind of split apart right away. In this video I think Castile will not break apart. I did a couple test runs to see if they would break apart. But this is going to be an AI only video and I want to see if forming Iberia and Castile as united would change anything. And the reason why I'm doing this is I'm doing a series right now of me trying to form Iberia and unite it. So let's see what happens when the AI has it united right in the beginning of the game. And if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe for future videos. I make videos almost every day currently, and comment what other type of AI videos you want to let me see. So let's get right into it. We are a couple years into the game, and so far it looks like Spain is holding up. They haven't broke apart. They actually gained some territory in Africa, which is good. But it looks like France, the HRE, and England are already having some major problems, and they usually don't have this bad of problems already. Tuscany got their independence. Provence got some independence. HRE actually took a bite out of France. And then Normandy also broke away from England. So there's already some splintering from these big nations to the north of Castile. So maybe Castile can actually take advantage and take some over. I know that it is very possible for all three of these nations to get claims on each other through alliances and claims and titles and stuff like that. So I could see Castile taking over France or the HRE some point in the video, but I don't know how likely that would be. It would be very cool to see, but as normal, the Byzantines are doing good already, and the Persian Empire they're struggling already, which is bad because that means the Byzantines can expand. But other than that, there's nothing really too weird coming out. Just between the France, HRE, and England, everything's normal. But France is looking good so far. They haven't splintered, which is a good sign. We are about 50 years into the game, and I have to be honest, I am impressed by Castile. They are doing very well. They're actually grabbing a lot of land in Africa. The big reason is because this big empire country here collapsed into two separate ones, so allowed Castile to take some territory away from them. So Castile is grabbing a lot of territory down in Africa. The Holy Roman Empire is continuing to let people get independent, like Lombardy is now free. Other than that, not too much is happening. I do like Castile is expanding and looking real good. They actually want to have the strongest armies. They have 9,000. The Byzantines have 8,000. Also, the guy's blind, but we don't need to talk about that. But they're looking really good compared to like a lot of people in the game right now. So I am quite impressed by the AI doing well after I formed them. The Byzantines are also getting land in Africa, so I think there might be an African war between Castile and the Byzantines here, which would be quite interesting, and looking forward to that. Other than that, not too much is happening. Okay, the first thing you can see is España has formed. So España has formed. They have lost some territory in Africa. They do have some in Italy, but the big major thing is Jerusalem is Poland now. I meant Poland is now Jerusalem. Yeah, so for some reason Poland has turned into Jerusalem now. I think it's because they got some. I don't know. Things happen. I could sit to you and explain that I know exactly what happened, but no, that Jerusalem is now Poland. Poland is now Jerusalem. Something happened like that. Then the HRE got hungry, which they usually do in most playthroughs. But this Jerusalem Poland thing, yeah, no, that's a first timer. I'm not really sure what happened there, but now you can see Jerusalem's where Poland should be. Very interesting. I think that should fix itself eventually. And then the Byzantines also grabbed this chunk of territory out here. These guys aren't doing too good. They've got ugly borders. And then Hispania has kind of stagnated for a little bit. It's because of a really weak ruler. This guy's kind of crap at everything. So hopefully they can get the ball rolling with the next ruler. But this HRE looking strong. This Jerusalem also looking strong. And the Byzantines looking strong as always. Okay, so we're about 150 years into the game. And I have to say the breakout star so far is Ireland. I have not seen an AI Ireland look this good ever. They're looking really good. Norway also has Scotland now. So Norway, Sweden, and Ireland are actually looking really good. These are nations that usually don't do good as an AI, but as a player can do really good. Finland also looks pretty good, but I really like Ireland. Ireland looks really good. HR is really strong. I like Croatia with this middle of Italy. I think that's really cool as well. Hispania is just chilling. They formed and they're doing okay. The Byzantines have a chunk out of them, and so does the HRE. That happened after a ruler died that wasn't conquered. And then Hispania really hasn't been doing anything too much, but the Byzantines have been expanding rapidly. The HRE has been expanding as well. So if someone doesn't stop the Byzantines, which I think the HRE can stop the Byzantines, so that's good. The HRE is strong and can stop the Byzantines. But unfortunately, the Persian Empire is falling apart completely. So this side is completely susceptible to the Byzantine Empire. So we might see a really strong Byzantines, and I can't say I want to see that again because I see that in like every single game I have ever watched. So hopefully the Mongolians can come stop them, because also the Mongolian Empire is here. I've never seen the Mongols do ever really good, but I'm ready to be surprised, and hopefully the Mongolians come in and sweep the entire world, because I've never seen that happen, and it would be great to see it happen at least one time. It is not pretty. So Hispania and Castile are having a bit of a disagreement now. They are now separate, and that's because Portugal formed as a kingdom. So it's Hispania versus Portugal versus now. So it's kind of like Spain versus Portugal. It's not going too well. There's a whole bunch of stuff splitting off. The HRE is doing really good. They're super strong still, but they're kind of collapsing right now. So I'm saying they're doing good, but like they might be dead. And then Poland reformed Jerusalem, and then Poland just blew up. Yeah, this is a remnants of Jerusalem, Poland. It's gone. Like, it's literally just small little counties now. It blew up completely. Sweden's going away. Ireland's still united. I like them. HRE took a big bite out of northern France, so HRE is doing really good. Byzantines are still doing really good. The Mongolian Empire has been around for a tiny, for a while. Not tiny, but like kind of like 40, 50 years, and usually they don't last that long. So I don't know, maybe the Mongolians will stay around for a little bit, but HRE might collapse right now. I don't know what these wars are really for. Maybe they won't collapse, but they're not looking too good. Like, I guess Croatia's at war with them. Croatia's looking really good. Croatia never looks this good. Usually they get murdered by the Byzantines right away. So hopefully Croatia keeps it up. But really right now, Byzantines are still super strong. Croatia's not strong enough to... whenever the Byzantines want to kill Croatia, they will. But hopefully Castile and Spain, España, like they decide to become friends again, and hopefully the Byzantines collapse at some point, because I just hate the Byzantines. So we're at the year 1300, and it's actually going pretty good. As you can see, wait a minute, what just happened? Wait a minute. Okay, between the 5 seconds I paused the video and I started talking, the Mongolian Empire just collapsed. Okay, yeah, so the Mongols were actually all right here, and they immediately just collapsed before my eyes. I cannot click on the Mongols because they're lunatics, so they're naked. But the Byzantines are doing extremely well. They're super strong. I'm hoping that they die at some point. The HRE is still doing really good. France is looking really weak. Castile is doing really good. They have a lot of strong allies right now, so they can really go into any war they want to, but they're not expanding. Hispania is still here, but they're really weak, and Castile could probably take them whenever they want as well. These guys will probably start to get eaten up by Castile and their vassals, and so I think we're getting closer to the end game. Castile's doing really good, HRE is doing good, and the Byzantines are doing really good. I think the winners between the HRE and Castile will be whoever takes out France and Burgundy, because they're kind of like middlemen. They're kind of strong, but they're kind of weak at the same time. England is finally kicking out Ireland, which I'm really sad at, because Ireland did pretty good. I gotta give them credit where credit's due. And the Mongols are still here, which they survived almost 100 years. Mongols usually don't last that long. They kind of just collapsed really, like, seconds ago, so that's pretty good for the Mongolians. I wanted a good Mongolian campaign. They actually got really close to killing the Byzantines, but they barely lost that war. I would have been so happy, but I think at the point if they took over the Byzantines, they would take over everything. I do want to say Norway, Finland, Sweden, and Denmark are looking really good in Scandinavia. They usually don't look this good, like territory-wise. It's more like Denmark and Norway that are doing really good, but you know, they probably won't do anything. It's really between Castile, HRE, and the Byzantine Empire, but there's going to have to be a formation of friendships to kill the Byzantines at this point. Okay, we got some bad news. The Byzantines are definitely in the lead, and it doesn't look like there's anything that can currently stop them. They actually just beat HRE in a war for this land right here. Croatia died a long time ago, though. Hispania is now reformed. They are now consolidated. They took a lot of North Africa, but already Byzantines have a lot of like Egypt, Africa over here. So this is not good. There's actually no one that can really stop them. The only way for it to really stop is if these three nations, Hispania, France, and HRE, kind of come together to stop Byzantines. There is no one to the right of the Byzantines to stop. The Byzantines are actually in alliance with Jerusalem, which Jerusalem looks good. They're also Polish, which is a little weird. But also, I just want to say this India nation right here, these two Indian nations are really united and look really good. Usually India doesn't really unite on its own. Usually it's pretty messed up. Same with this Horn of Africa. So these three nations right here are pretty cool. But no, it is just the Byzantines right now. They are going to win this campaign unless Hispania takes out France or HRE takes out France, and then they form like an alliance, because the Byzantines have a lot of land. They're just super powerful. They got 77,000 troops. HRE only has 26 right now, and Hispania has 33. So it doesn't look like anyone can stop them. England might unify the islands, which would be cool. That usually doesn't happen. I would be really cool if that happened. But Hispania is also expanding a little bit in France up here. They've been taking bites out of France, so we'll see what happens. But right now it looks like it's still the Byzantines game. But also, this is very gross up here. It usually isn't this bad, but this is some ugly border gore up here. Hopefully someone fix that out. So HRE really needs to start expanding, but really they're just not going after anyone really right now. So I think it's down to Hispania to pull out some big moves, but unless something major happens, it looks like it's going to be another Byzantine win. It's over. The Byzantines have won. They just took Jerusalem over, and they took Abbasid over, and so now the only threats are the HRE, Hispania, and France. England's over the sea, so you can't. Well, and no one's gonna stop them. The Byzantines have won. Now it's just for second place. To be honest, I want to give this India nation second place because they look really good. This is a really unified India. They just subjugated someone, so they're looking really good. But Hispania and France are just battling each other. Hispania's been taking some beatings. Like, they've had everyone go to war with them, like Byzantines, France, and the HRE all at the same time. But yeah, the Byzantines are gonna win, and so that means my next AI video is I'm just going to destroy the Byzantines. I don't care. They're gone. Absolutely, I'm deleting them off the map. But yeah, let's see at the end date. And see like how far the Byzantines expand. It is so beautiful. Oh, not England. The Byzantines collapsed. Oh my goodness, it is so beautiful. I love this so much. So yes, I am glad. I was actually about to end it early, but we are currently at the end date of the game, and so we are going to end it here. And the Byzantines collapsed right at the end. They completely exploded. They look horrible. I can't click to see their leader because they are nude, but they completely collapsed. The HRE is now attacking and taking up some of this land, so they're doing really good. England looks great. Norway looks great too. Hispania, they are starting to do a little better. They fell apart because of the weak ruler. I think in a couple of 50 years they would do a little bit better, but it is good to see that the Byzantines have collapsed and Hispania is doing great. If I had to give the win to anyone, I don't know who I would give it to. I would, in the future, the HRE will probably eat up a lot of this land, or Persia eat up a lot of this land, but the HRE is a lot more powerful. So the HRE probably will win this in the future. But uniting Spain, what will happen? They will just conquer a lot of North Africa, really not do too much besides that. What also will happen is the Byzantines will fall apart if we unite Spain. that is what will happen. It is beautiful, actually. Byzantines completely collapsed. This Indian nation was really big, but they collapsed a little bit too, but they're still holding the peninsula. But overall, this is really good. The Byzantines got destroyed. I love that. And Spain did pretty good for being united. They did not conquer as much as I wanted to. I was really hoping they would get to where this chunk of the Byzantines were and they're spreading more south, but I have to say this was a good experiment. The Spain did well, and this is great. And if you guys like this type of video, the AI, make sure to subscribe for future ones. I want to do more videos like this, and also hit that like button to let me know that you like this video, and also subscribe for future content. So I will see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you are staying safe and having a great holiday season, and I shall see you in the future video. See ya. Have a good one. Bye.